Hello students. So far we have read that the poet is invoking the spirit of night, or he is inviting the deity, the goddess of night, or the form of night, to come over hastily, come over quickly, as he says that the day has been too long and too weary. So he needs some rest, and he invites the night to come and take over this earth. He wants that the night should take over this land, cover each and everything it's in its effect, and touch everything with its magic wand, so that we all have a sound sleep. Now the writer talks about that how he feels, or how he longs, how he desires for the night. He says that when I arose and saw the dawn, I sighed for thee. When light rode high and the dew was gone, and noon lay heavy on flower and tree, and the weary day turned to his rest, lingering like an unloved guest, I sighed for thee. It says that when I rose, means when I wake up in the morning, when I arise from my bed every day in the morning, and when I see the morning dawn, then I sighed for thee. Then I longed for thee. Then I desired for you. Then I lamented for the loss of you, for the absence of you. And then, when the light rode high, means when the day grows ahead and the dew was gone, means in the morning time also I sigh for thee, I wait for thee, I miss thee. And noon lay heavy on flower and tree, and even in the noon time, when the noon lay heavily on flowers and trees, means each and everything was under the heavy light of noontime, and the weary day turned to his rest. And when at the time of evening, when the weary day, when the tired day is returning back to its rest, turning towards its resting place, then lingering like an unloved guest, and at the time of twilight, when the day is lingering on the horizon like an unloved guest, like a guest whom the host doesn't love, and still he wants to remain for some more time in the house, like that it lingers there on the horizon. And even at that time I sighed for thee. So the poet, the idea what he is saying, that each and every time, each and every hour of the day, the poet misses the presence of night. He says that throughout the day, since morning, since the very dawn, at the time of noon, at the time of evening, at the time of sunset, every time I miss your presence. Thy brother death came and cried, wouldst thou me? Thy sweet child sleep, the filmy eyed, murmured like a noontide bee, shall I nestle there near thy side? Wouldst thou me? And I replied, no, not thee. Now, the poet here, what he is trying to say, what he is trying to do, that he compares, he brings here a kind of comparison between two other things which are a bit nearer to night: sleep and death, because night is dark, sleep is dark, death is dark. And so that, and this trio is compared in that form, that how they are different from the night in the views of the poet. He says that thy brother death came and cried, wouldst thou me? He says that when I wanted to call you, when I desired for you, then your brother death, it came to me, he came to me and he cried to me, wouldst thou me? Do you want me? Are you asking for me? Have you invited me? This is what means when we crave for night, when we crave for darkness, when we crave for rest, even death, because see, death might have mistakenly heard those invitation notes, those prayers in which the poet is calling the night, and he has arrived and asked that, wouldst thou me? have you called me? Then thy sweet child sleep. And the second person who has also came to me, who is it? Thy sweet child sleep. Sleep also came to me. The filmy eyed, the eyes of the night are like filmy, means as if a thin film has covered the eyes of the sleep. It murmured like a noontide bee, shall I nestle near thy side? It has also murmured, it has also spoken in very low tones. Why? Because at the time of sleep, we feel that our vision also becomes dim slowly and slowly when we feel sleepy, and our sound is also becomes weary when we are in the sleepy position. So in a very murmuring sound like that bee at the time of noon, it has also asked the question to me that shall I nestle near thy side? May I sit near you? May I sleep near you? May I have a place near you? Wouldst thou me? Have you invited me? Have you called me? And I replied, no, not thee. And I replied to them both, to that as well as to sleep, that no, not thee. I have not invited you. I have not called you. I haven't desired you. I don't want you. सो दिस इज द एनालॉजी जो राइटर कह रहे हैं कि हम जनरली क्या कहते हैं कि भाई हियर आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू अबाउट ए फेमस पोएम बाय जॉन डन, डेथ बी नॉट प्राउड, ए शॉर्ट स्लीप एंड डेथ विल बी नो मोर ना. उसमें उस पोएम में क्या है कि जो पोएट है जॉन डन जो है वो डेथ को आर्ग्यू कर रहा है, एक तरह से डेथ को चैलेंज कर रहा है कि व्हाई शुड आई फियर यू, बिकॉज व्हाट इज डेथ? ए शॉर्ट स्लीप, एक छोटी सी स्लीप है, एक नींद की झपकी आती है, एंड डेथ शैल बी नो मोर, और उसके बाद कोई डेथ नहीं, भी मरने के बाद, बिकॉज देन वी कम्स टू द स्टेट ऑफ दैट सोल, दैट eternal soul, and there is no death for the soul. So he says, why should I fear you? And so that sleep and death, they are also, and the night is the death of the day. है ना, आज का जो दिन है वो कहाँ खत्म हो जाता है? रात पे आके. So that is the end of the day, and that is the end of life. So that's why these things are being compared here also again and again by various poets. Death will come when thou art dead, soon, too soon. Sleep will come when thou art fled. अब वो कह रहा है that death will come when thou art dead. When the death will come to you, when we will be dead, when we will not be living anymore. And when will sleep come to us? When thou art fled, means when you have exhausted yourself, when you have tired yourself, when you have ample time for rest, then the sleep will come. Of neither would I ask the boon. And he says that blessing, that boon, I don't want from either of them, nor from death, neither from sleep. I ask of thee, beloved night, but what I ask you, O beloved night, swift by thine approaching flight, come soon, soon. Be swift in your flight, come soon. I am waiting for you. I am desiring for you. I am inviting you. Come soon. Come to me and give your blessings to me. So, this is what the poet is trying to say here. He takes the night as a blessing, and he finds it very soothing, very comfortable, very beautiful. Why? Because of the associated dreams, because of the associated rest, because of the associated charms, because of the associated beauty which the night has with itself, and the personification of death, of sleep, of night, of day, they all are very means he has personified all these things just to make his statement, just to make his idea clear. He has also talked about the magical effect the night has upon us, and these are the reasons why the night has appealed so much to the poet. So this is it. Thank you.